as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avila. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buckeyes offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
Turns on the Jets. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Morton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Rutgers offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing it. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Caught near the sticks. It's Long. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence.
There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. It's a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Short gain on his way before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so you've got to continue to play well within the conference.
Wants to keep it in the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He's been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And it's incomplete on third down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Morton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Bringing the heat with the catch. It's York. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Under fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sawyer. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Intercepted a first first half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. That's it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Leaves it with the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's long. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Fights off the defender. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every... There he goes! Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He makes it run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. It'll be a draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Extra rushers coming, but he gets it out of there. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
What can you say about the passing attack we've seen from this offense here in the first half? Up and down the field. The quarterback is in a great rhythm. And I'll tell you, his receivers have stepped up as well. Another nice catch on the perimeter this time by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Morton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Reeves. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wicks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Reed. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Fighting off the defender. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
These are simple routes. Routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Caught behind the line. It's Reeves. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
because it's got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And some room to work. Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Got enough space, and he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Morton. And the returner will be knocked down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. He's loose on the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me that...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Reeves. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Flips it out in the flat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Working that wide receiver screen. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Picks up the first down, still moving.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Quicks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He'll try to pop the draw. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense is
turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. It's reverse. He's trying to get it in, and he will not score, and the defense denies him at least for now. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback